we want to look at now. I think we're going to have a quick look at Doge, unless anyone has something else they want me to look at. But David wanted me to have a look at Doge, so Doge it is. Wonder if I should do my analysis again, huh? Just do a full Doge analysis, huh? So I've got the bull market. Right, got that. I have this channel that I drew from before. Let me see if I can adjust it a little bit. So I'm using the weekly time frame. That looks better, huh? Yeah, that looks really good. Would you go to the low? No. I think that was correct. Well, I had it before. Maybe this one here. No, those ones are fine. Based on this, we came to the midpoint of this channel. Hi B, how's it going? Could you send me an invite link to the unofficial TRVL Telegram chat? Unofficial one. You mean the travel price discussion? Yeah, I can do that now. Done. I don't mind this channel. It's quite a historic channel, and we can see reactions at the top of the channel and the midpoint and the bottom. This was a little bit of a fake out, but we had reactions here, 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 a little bit here, a little bit there and there, here, 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 failed auction, back test, and here. So I think this is quite a nice channel if you're following on the higher time frame. So I'm using the log chart, so just bear that in mind. This is where we had our first kind of big impulse. That was impulsive. 1. That was your 3. And you had a very weak 5. Let me have a look on the 3-day chart. It's not really impulsive, huh? Like, I don't know if this is actually a wave 1, because I can't see 5 waves on this move, on this first move. Look, this is really impulsive. Your wave 1. If that's your 2, that's your 3, then the 4 can't come underneath. Then that's not 4. And is that your 4 to there? For a 5? Ah, doesn't look right. No, it doesn't really look right. Don't know. It's not easy. Could be though. I mean, it's almost right. You just had a little rubbish 5, huh? Like a shit 5. There. Like a really poor 5. That's your line, but it goes under. It's not meant to do that, you know. With Elliot waves, you're not meant to go under the 1. This is the 1. You're not meant to go under it with the 4. That's not how it works. So that's incorrect. This would have to be like there. And then really you want the 5 to kind of push up a little bit more, you know, like that would make more sense. So the only way you can see if this is correct or not, maybe this 1 is not correct, but no, that's fully impulsive. That's a 5 wave. 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the 3. Yeah, that makes more sense. All right, so this is how it is. Let me tell you. Very interesting, huh? It's very hard, but it's basically, this is your 0 starts here. I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your 1. That's correct. Then you have this consolidation range. Wait, no. No. Let's have a 1 down here. 1, 2, 3, no. 4, 5. 1, That's your 1. And your ABC. Would that be your 3? And this was your 5? No. That's your 1. That's your 2. That's your 3. That's your 4. That's your 5. That actually works because this is your 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 doesn't go underneath the 1, and you have a really expansive 5. Okay, that works. Some kind of A, B, C here. It's fine. So this whole arm is your wave 1. This is wave 1. That means this whole arm is your wave 2. This is a wave 2. And it could actually be an X, Y, Z. There. Something like that. X, Y, Z. What the hell? No, not that. Be that. 1, 2, 3, there. And then to create that kind of behavior, you want A, B, C. You want an A, ABC, like a really extended ABC, and then just whatever, really. I don't know, maybe this is different. Maybe this is something like maybe this is something like that. I don't know. Doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. Just imagine it's like that, right? So you have your correction, you have the 0 to the 1, the 1 to the 2, zero to the 1, that's the 2, that was the 3, 4, 5. All right, let me just change that color. Just get rid of these. Right. So we're looking to make a fiver. If this is correct, that was and that would work because we haven't come underneath the 1 and the 4. This next one will be a 5. This was an overextended on the ABC. So that was the actual 1. ABC 1 2 3 4 5. ABC or XYZ. Then you have a 1 2 3 4 5. Then you have this kind of ABC correction all the way down. So we're in the fourth wave of, and the next wave is going to be a wave 5, right? So this is kind of what I'm seeing on Doge right now. Based on this, I can probably do some fibs, some trend based fibs. Right up to there. There. Where does that take us? So the 3, okay, it's almost good. It's not bad because the 1-to-1, it kind of got to the 1-to-1 here, and then it extended almost to the 1.618, which would have been $1. It didn't get quite there because it got stopped at the 1.414. It kind of into the TR pocket. That's where the price reversed. So that's from the 0 to the 1 to the 2. On the trend based fib, we got to the TR pocket, almost got to the 1.618. Right. The 3 is bigger than the 1. That means the 5 can be bigger than the 3. That is possible. And now there's 2 ways to do it. Let me see what the retracement is on this extension. So we came not even to the 50%. And we're coming back above the 382. So it's quite a bullish consolidation when you think about this extension. Yeah, it hasn't come back to the golden pocket. Hasn't even come back to the 50%. It's just underneath the 382 and we're coming back up the 382. That's quite bullish in this correction. It's quite a bullish correction. So let me just see. I'll do 2 more trend based fibs. I'll take that to the 3. Let's do it to that low. Maybe. Don't really like doing it to the low. I like doing it to this one probably. It's rough. These are rough areas. So I just can't imagine this going up to $445. It seems a bit excessive to me. That would be a 1-to-1 on this from 0 to 3. So let's forget about that. It's a bit too much. Let's do it from the 2 to the 3 to the 4. So this would make more sense. Like a 1-to-1 is about $17. And if it's a weak push, Like even just getting to the 618, we're looking at $2. $2. And actually, you could always just get back to the all-time high and have a week 5. Like, you have to bear that in mind. It's like right now we have pretty strong confluence at the all-time high. Mark that down. So our all-time high, depending obviously on where the price, when the price gets there, is coming into the top of this channel. And if you get there by the end of this year, December, you're coming into the top of this channel and the all-time high. That's going to be pretty strong resistance, a very strong resistance level back at the all-time high. Yeah. So I do expect that if the price does get back up there, then we'll see a big profit take, and then you just have to see what happens. But technically, if you have a really bullish run, like these are the targets technically. So a 1-to-1 would be normal. Let me start $17. That would be normal. And then 1.272 and 1.414 is overextended, and then extremely overextended is 1.618. So these are the extremely overextended targets. But if the price does get above all-time high somehow and consolidates there, then all of these targets are within reach, just simply because there's no volume profile in the highs, the high of the highs, so the price will kind of move really quickly. And so naturally you'd be looking to take profit when these numbers, if and when these numbers hit. Then the other way to do it would be some kind of extension. And actually what I'm seeing on this extension is that we have pretty strong resistance level at about roughly at about $2, So I have an extension and then I have a trend-based fib. The trend-based fib could be potentially from this low here, but it doesn't really change anything. You've got like pretty strong confluence at $2 and $4, I would say. Even $2 and $4, you've got pretty strong resistance levels, and that might be it. And if you get from the current price to the all-time high, you have a 7x. You get to $2, you have a 21x. You get to $4, you have a 42x. Yeah, so I think that's going to be quite overextended for Dogecoin. Personally, I think big take profit at the whole time high, and then if it extends, then you're looking for $2. That's what I would imagine. And then, so that's the EW. So we're on the wave 5 now, I think. It's the Elliot waves. Get rid of those. Let's zoom into the current price action a little bit. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do is an overall. So you see what we have right now. When you look at the volume profile, there's pretty much no volume. Is there a recorded volume? Oh, it says 0. Okay, so the volume wasn't even recorded in all of this range. So it's hard to tell what the overall volume profile is. This is on Bittrex. So possibly what you would do then is have a look at Doge on Binance. It's probably where most of the volume is coming now. And if you do a volume profile on Binance, let's have a look at the total. Yeah. Have a look at Bittrex. Yeah, slow it down. All right, forget about that. So this is using Bittrex gives. I'm just using that to do the EW count. So I think we're in a 4 right now to go to a 5 on the higher time frame. And then to do the actual analysis, I'm using Binance on a lower time frame. I'm using Binance, and the reason why I'm using Binance is because Binance will have most of the volume. So let me have a look at this. Okay. So basically drawn a fib retracement from the all-time high to the low of this range. I've also drawn a volume pool from the candle that brought us into this range to the current price action. And so what I'm seeing now is that we're above the point of control. That's quite bullish. We have there's trapped liquidity at specifically at 2 areas above us, here and here. Yeah, and naturally that's going to be quite strong resistance as we go up. It does look like we're forming some kind of triangle. This is all subjective. And I had this drawn out from before. Probably the D is up to there, actually. Let me just connect these correctly. So that one. We're on top of support, but we have a really important level to flip into support above us, which is the 236, which is coming in at about 9.3 cents. Yeah, and we're at a good level now to accumulate, to be honest with you. The reason why is because of this range from this low here, this pivot to this pivot here. If I do a fib retracement, we've landed into the 50%, which is perfect. That's kind of what you expect on the last retracement before some kind of triangle break. You wouldn't want the price you don't want the price to go to the low. I wouldn't want the price to go to the low. Yeah, so this triangle from the A to the B to the C to the D, now I wouldn't want the price to go to the low of the triangle to go up. That, for me, that doesn't make any sense. For a bullish breakout, what you're expecting is to the A to the B to the C to the D. Then you'd expect the price to retrace to about the 50% to then break out. That would make more sense. That's kind of, you know, bullish price. The price is pushing the highs. It's not in the lows. And so if the price was suddenly in the lows again, that wouldn't really correspond to a bullish breakout. so because we're holding a 50% of this extension, then actually I'm thinking that this is actually a really good place to accumulate. Doge, it's a really good place to accumulate. And you have a really easy invalidation because we have a point of control underneath us at about 7.2 cents. We're currently at 8 cents. The point of control is so anywhere from here until 7.2 cents is really good level for accumulation, and I wouldn't expect it to go lower if we're looking to go up. And eventually what's going to happen is we're going to flip this 236. So there's two 236s. One lines up with the overall fib retracement, and one lines up with this retracement. They're kind of in the same area. And actually you want the top one to flip into support, not the bottom one. And you flip that into support, a little bit of volume, and you're moving. And that's at about 9.3 cents. And the targets, well, you have multiple targets. I think the first target is going to be this one here, 13.8, and that's coming into a high volume node here. And then your next major target is going to be much higher up, probably into the golden pocket area, into the value area high, this kind of area. I think if you get into the value area high, you're probably going into the golden pocket probably. So I don't really see why you wouldn't continue and push into the golden pocket, which is about 26 cents. So basically you'd have a big take profit at 13.8 to 14 cents, and that from the current price action is about 73% higher. And then the next real target is going to be 231% higher. I think it's hard with Doge because you're not looking at great moves. You know, it's a lot easier to get bigger moves on some smaller altcoins, you know, and that's the problem with Doge. Like the more inflated it gets in terms of market cap value, the harder it is going to be to push it up in terms of price. And I think it's all going to come down to the value in terms of the utility of the token. And at the moment, I think a lot of people will take profit in the highs. You have to be wary of that. I don't see anyone accumulating here won't take profit at the all-time high. I think most people will take. You're going to see, I think you will see a pullback if we get up 800%. And the thing about Doge is there's quite a large amount of volume with Doge. So, you know, people with big positions will be able to extract their value because there's enough volume to do that. You've got like big liquidity level at 12.8 cents. So somewhere between there and 14 cents, you have to take profit. And then higher up, all the way up to 27 cents, you've got a massive liquidity level there. These are two big monthly levels. You have one there in the way as well. Yeah, it's not going to be a crazy run, to be honest with you. I don't see it as being a crazy run, because what's happened is in the way the price has come down, you've created a lot of liquidity levels. You know, you've created a lot of liquidity levels. And so naturally, to go up, you have to flip these levels into support. And until they become support, all these levels are resistance. So I can mark them off for you. There's too many. You know, you've got a monthly level there, We mark it off quickly. Let me just show you. You've got a monthly level there. You've got a monthly level there. You've got like 3 untapped monthly levels. And you've got weekly levels. These untapped weekly levels. It's not going to be a straight run. I don't see it. That one's tapped. That one's tapped. That one's tapped. It's higher up. Got one at the top there. You've got daily levels too. The trade plan is this actually. So let me bring the triangle out again. I think I'll be targeting the golden pocket. Actually, that would be my target for this trade, and that's it. Looking to you take your big take profit is the golden pocket. Then you're aiming for the all-time high, and then if you'll manage to get to the $2 mark, and that, I think that's it. I think that's the end. To $2, that's a 25x. I don't know what the market cap of Doge is right now. Let me quickly have a look. Doge market cap 11 billion. So even like 20x 11 billion, is this really going to be a $200 asset, $200 billion asset at $2? I don't see it. I just don't see it at all. There's so many other tokens that are going to pump. I just don't see Doge doing it. I think best case scenario, all-time high, but I wouldn't be surprised if we struggle to get past the golden pocket, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a really met wave 5 and the extent of our run is completing this breakout triangle there. Maybe one more push and then that's it. And then that's it. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens. And I think this is what I'm thinking with Doge. Like, people don't understand how the markets work, and people are imagining $10 or $5, not realizing that the market cap has to go up and correspond to the higher prices. And I think a lot of people will be taking profit, and then you're going to get a lot of latecomers buying up people's sell orders at the highs. And effectively what you're really looking to do with Doge, I think, is just continue ranging, you know, just continue ranging this volume range on a higher time frame. And eventually what you're going to get is some kind of higher time frame triangle. It will look like a wave 5, but it's actually going to be like a higher time frame range, higher lows, lower highs maybe. And that's pretty much it. That's kind of what I'm imagining. So I think definitely once you get to the value area high and or the golden pocket, I think that will be a major take profit. And then if it goes, it goes. Who cares? You know, if it goes higher, it goes higher. And that's basically the extent of what I'm seeing with Doge. And the caveat, there is a caveat. The caveat is going to be some kind of crazy madness with Elon Musk. Like if Elon Musk does something crazy, it's possible, you know, it's possible. But he's under a lot of scrutiny, you know. I don't necessarily think he's going to be pumping Doge this time round. Like he's got, like, I don't see it. I can't imagine it. All right, that's Doge for me. Let me just get rid of these. Let me just have a look and see if I see anything else. These are gonna be my great name. So trade idea. It's good to label this stuff. And I go back to the other chart that I've got, which is Bittrex. You know, I can't see us going higher than this green channel. Just bear that in mind. That would put us at the all-time high. If we overextend, then probably $1. But I don't really see us, like, even if we do go up like that and then push and then push, I think that would be the extent of the move. Just staying with this high, within this higher time frame channel, makes a lot of sense. But let me just have a look and see if there's anything I see here on this one. Let me have a look at this GAN. Yeah, look, we've back tested the 2-1. It was good. Yep. We're into the 3-1 resistance now. Nothing interesting. Nope. Can't see pitchforks. Yeah, look at that. It's perfect. Huh? That channel's perfect. Yes. Modified shift. Shift. Let me see it. Try this one. No, don't see any pitchforks either. Let's see anything. It's a very, very definite SR flip here. Yeah. Yeah. And these highs. It's a really important level here. Let me do it on the other chart, actually. There's a little bit of resistance there. Yeah. Right there. So you're gonna have to flip that into support as well. Lines up with a weekly level. Nothing else really. It's arbitrary. There's not much volume there, but there is some kind of SR flip. The way you know it is, look, it bounces, it reacts. There's a reaction, there's a reaction, there's a reaction. There's a horizontal level there, just based on price. And actually that's where the range divides. So what you can do is, even though this is the higher time frame range, I can mark these off. Delete that, and then put your top range. It's your top range now, and then you have your bottom range here, which is the current range. All right, so yeah, so we're still range bound here, and then once you get above 11 cents, you're back in this range. Yeah, major take profit is 14 cents for sure. So I think I had that marked out as already. Yeah, that's going to basically be the 382 extension fib retracement. So you definitely want to take profit at 14 cents. That's going to be a definite place. And then it could if we do kind of go up, take profit, it could kind of come back to SR flip to try to get back up to this VAR, about 24 cents. And if we do that, then you know, you could kind of, then that would be the kind of the last push possibly, and then that could be, we don't know what will happen then, because we've got some higher time frame levels there, see. So the golden pocket, the monthly level, look. So just go up there. That could be, you know, that could be it, and shop, and then that's it. It could be that, you could get something like that. Yeah, I had that already. I'm not crazy excited about Doge, to be honest with you. So I think what's going to happen, and I think people need to be aware of this if they're in Doge, is that from the previous bull run, yeah, if anyone remembers, there was a lot of people who bought this hype, this Elon Musk hype, yeah, and a lot of people are trapped. It's trapped liquidity. So a lot of people are just waiting to exit at either break even or even in slight profit and just get out their positions. So anyone who's looking to enter Doge for a massive, gigantic move has to remember that you have a lot of people in these highs who are looking to exit, you know, and why wouldn't they? They're not, they've been waiting 4 years or 3 years. They're not going to, they're looking to exit. They're looking to exit at break even, or at the very least break even, or at best some mild profit, moderate profit, 10-15%, whatever. Yeah. So just bear that in mind. So when you do hit these higher time frame levels, don't expect the price to just walk through them. There is going to be a reaction, and we're not going to just go up in a straight line. You would need massive volume injection to achieve that goal of going suddenly up like that. And that volume injection will have to clear all of this liquidity, because all of these people are sellers. Yeah, so just bear that in mind. And then the only caveat as well is a short squeeze. But I mean, even if you get a short squeeze, you know, it's not going to go up and then not continue, you know, like, I don't know. I mean, it might, that the short squeeze might happen. There might be a short squeeze. It's hard to tell how much shorting is in this market. You have a look at exo charts. Binance futures. Is there Doge? Can anyone see Doge? They're linear coins. I don't know what that means. BitMEX. Bybit. There's no Doge on Binance futures. So the only Doge that there is this linear coins. Let's have a look. And this is the daily time frame. Let's change it to weekly. Okay, so there is a lot of there is a lot of shorting that's been happening. There's massive absorption on the higher time frame. Yeah, the way I know is that you've got higher lows, and this is the weekly time frame. There's higher lows, and there's CVDs going down like crazy. So there is going to be a short squeeze, and that's probably going to take us. Probably, we'll see. We'll have to see how powerful it is, but there's going to be a massive short squeeze eventually. Yeah, for sure. Look at that. In the context of that, what you might get is you might get like a, rather than get this kind of price action, it's probably more likely that you're going to get some kind of crazy squeeze. Be like a big candle like that. Bam. As soon as you get that, take your profit. As soon as you get a massive short squeeze, take your profit. Yeah. And then what will happen is you'll get like some kind of consolidation range, and then you'll just have to see. But I'm expecting some kind of squeeze. Yeah, definitely. Bam. Like really squeeze up. Possibly up to these higher levels, but let's just see what happens. Maybe up to 24 cents, squeeze up all the way there, and then you have to see what the interest is after you get that kind of squeeze. And even that's quite a big squeeze. If you go up from the current price to 24, it's like 200%. Right, I think that's Doge. Don't know if anyone's watching now. No questions.